On this week's episode of What's Up Weekly, we'll talk about the 5K race that brought lots of color to campus this weekend. We give you the details of the Jill Behrman Color Run and why hundreds ran for a good cause.
And we talked to IU students about how the Me Too movement has inspired them to speak out. What's Up Weekly starts now.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of What's Up Weekly. I'm Laura Puglisi.
And I'm Alex Eady.
So Halloween is right around the corner. So for this week's trending topics, we're going to kick off the celebrations by telling you where the cutest trick-or-treat spot in Bloomington is this week.
That's right, guys. This is where you can find me this week. Tomorrow is Safe Halloween from 5 to 7 on the North Jordan Extension Fraternity Row here on campus.
And in case you don't know what Safe Halloween is, it's basically when all the cute little kids that live here in Bloomington dress up in the most adorable costumes and trick-or-treat down the street to each Greek life house. I'm telling you, this is the cutest thing to witness, and it makes the families, that live here feel really happy and welcome.
Yeah, it's so true. They really do go all out with their costumes. It's so cute. And this event is hosted by the Interfraternity Council, the Pan-Hellenic Association, and the Multicultural Greek Council, and the National Pan-Hellenic Council. We will have coverage of the event on next week's show, so make sure you guys tune in to see a recap of all of the fun.
Now, changing gears, so last week we did speak a little bit about the whole Harvey Weinstein sexual allegations scandal. Since then, more and more stars have come forward and spoken out, claiming they had been sexually assaulted by Weinstein as well.
That's right. According to The Guardian, more than 50 people have come forward so far, and since Weinstein has been fired from the Weinstein Company.
Yep. Since then, Weinstein released a statement explaining how the, quote, rules and behavior of the workplace were different in his age. He continued by saying, "I have since learned it's not an excuse in the office or out of it to anyone."
Every time I just can't believe that so many people are continuing to come out. It's just shocking that so many people have, raised their voices this far.
It is, and so much has come out in the span of a few weeks, and it saddens me to say, but I'm sure more and more women will choose to come forward and now speak out even about other people. It's a good thing, but it's also, it's a little bit scary. But we will keep you updated on the facts of the case as we continue to get them.
Yes, and last but not least, bringing it back here to campus, the IU Kelley School of Business has been graced by a royal leader.
That's right. So the Kelley School of Business has welcomed Countess Alexandra of Denmark as their new polling chair of the Business and Government for the upcoming academic year.
Yes, Countess Alexandra will be making occasional trips to Bloomington to fulfill her role and interact with students and faculty, and she even had the chance to interact with Laura.
Yeah, I actually spoke to her this morning. We had the chance to chat during an interview. I can't give it all away yet, but next week we will give you the details and our one-on-one interview.
Okay, sounds good. So this past week, actress Melissa Milano took to Twitter to encourage victims of sexual assault and harassment to share their stories with the hashtag #MeToo. In just 48 hours, millions of tweets with the hashtag appeared online, and those that took part in the movement included celebrities, government officials, and even students right here at IU. One of those students, Haley Smith, explains why this movement is so empowering for her.
Well, when you see so many other people talking about it, it kind of gives you the courage, because you see that the more and more people talk about it, something can be done, and it just really helps to show that you're not alone.
The Me Too movement comes out of a renewed focus on sexual assault and harassment after allegations made against Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein. Now more and more women are taking a stand against abusers in hopes of drawing attention to the magnitude of this problem.
And in other news, the Jill Behrman 5K Color Run on campus was held this Saturday morning outside the Student Recreational Sports Center.
The annual run helps bring safety awareness to campus while maintaining its reputation as the most colorful event on campus. What's Up Weekly reporter Anna Cannon takes us along to the event.
18 years ago, IU student and employee of recreational sports, Jill Behrman, was abducted while going out for a morning bike ride. Unfortunately, after 3 years of investigation, her body was found.
Went for a bicycle ride in the morning on a Wednesday morning about 9:30. She was abducted and was missing for 30 months.
The annual JB 5K Color the Campus Run was created in honor of Jill's memory and helps raise awareness for assault prevention around IU's campus.
We're both racing today and part of Charge, which is a women's fitness group, but we're also racing just for the awareness of this and to have fun.
This event provides a unique twist by adding color stations throughout the race. It is fun for the runners and is the only one of its kind on campus.
They'll come back just covered with all kinds of colors and just having fun, and some of the places they'll even roll as they go through the color zones to get more color on them.
The Jill Behrman 5K has been held at IU for the last 18 years. It was created to promote safety on campus while bringing fun and lightness to the once tragic event.
Proceeds of this event help raise money for the Jill Behrman Emerging Leader Scholarship. They also help fund assault prevention workshops for IU students.
What Jill went through is terrible, and I think it's important to raise awareness for everyone to feel safe when they're out, no matter what, and I think it's an important thing to bring to light.
Before the race begins, the runners get together in their teams while IU rec sports leaders conduct fun warm-ups and get everyone ready to race.
I'm most excited about the color and then also just being together with our group and having fun and racing, and all for a good cause.
For What's Up Weekly, I'm Anna Cannon.
Being able to raise awareness for campus safety while keeping Jill's memory close to their hearts is what keeps runners coming back each year.
Yes, and there are also safety events held on campus year-round with Jill's story kept in mind. Visit recsports.indiana.edu for more information about this cause.
And coming up after the break, we'll talk about midterms post-stress, mid-stress, and after the stress.
Yes, and we'll talk to some students about their midterm blues. Stay with us.
And it's an honor to be here.
After suffering a season-ending injury in late March,
As you can see behind me,
Welcome back. Fresh off a midterm week at IU, students are excited to finally relax and de-stress after weeks of hard work. What's Up Weekly reporter Jonathan Levy traveled to the IU campus to gain insight on the experience of students pre and post midterm week.
While college has its many positive sides, one of the main reasons students come to IU is to study and learn. And with midterms just finishing up this week on campus, I decided to ask my fellow Hoosiers how they prepared for midterms and what they did to de-stress and celebrate after one of the most stressful weeks on the IU campus. Let's see what they had to say.
This semester I had a finite and accounting midterm.
This semester I had a midterm in physics, criminal justice, and French.
I had Buddhism, Intro to Buddhism, biological mechanisms, and pre-calculus.
Yeah, I probably put in about 2 hours of studying a day. I spaced it out pretty well.
Mine, I don't know, like 15 hours of studying maybe.
I definitely overstudied for a little too much. I would stay up a little too late while studying.
I just spent so much time studying for them and still felt a bit unprepared no matter what.
Had a really nice sushi dinner the week after my midterms.
Just hanging out, catching up on my Netflix.
Yes, I walked across my room to my friends and we played video games.
Yeah, went out on the weekend, we partied hard, slept a lot. I mean, I went to bed at 10:30 last night, so that it kind of explains it.
Afterwards, I was a lot happier with that weight off my shoulders.
Post-midterm, definitely relieved.
Once they were finally over, I was very relieved.
My mood post-midterm was exhausted and content.
Stressed to relieved.
Well, I hope everyone's stress levels are a little bit lower. But remember, there's only a few more weeks until finals. For What's Up Weekly, I'm Jonathan Levy.
The stress is real, except for when he said that finals are coming up too. No.
Like, why did he have to remind me of that? Like, don't disrespect me like that.
And that kid who said that he eats sushi after a big thing of sushi after his tests, that is me.
That's me.
That's all of us.
That's me too. That's how you have to do it. You just have to reward yourself after all that hard work. Absolutely. Well, that's what's up this week, guys. Make sure you tune in next week for all of your local and entertainment news.
And don't forget to follow us on social media. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at IUSTV News. And follow us on Twitter at What's Up Weekly IU. For What's Up Weekly, I'm Laura Puglisi.
And I'm Alex Eady. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.